We are at the Dallas airport. Should have got a picture at the church. This is the RevTab team. We're strewn out all over the place. We're wearing Honduras mission shirts. Let's see that shirt there, Jameson. There it is.
Iron.
RevTab Honduras mission. How come it doesn't say hope, help, and healing?
Exactly. That's what we're about.
I'm thinking. I wish I'd have got the mountains flying in. Very interesting flying in. Very different landscape. Very amazing. But here we go. In Tegucigalpa, we got Pizza Hut, Burger King. We're going to go in and take a look. And school too, right? And a school. And this is the pastor. On the right is the Mother Church pastor. On the left. Oh, he's not here. Oh, okay. Sorry. The one on the left, though, is your pastor, and he's going to take it.
Recently, in one of our celebrations, the faithful servant.
This is the inside. 1,020. 1,200. 1,200.
Son 1,200 sillas se pueden colocar acá.
Teníamos 1,200, ahorita ampliamos un poquito, estamos como en 1,030.
1,030.
Es lo que tenemos.
And they filled us 3 times. 3 times per Sunday. They filled this place right here. And they have a school in here as well.
So yeah, this is our main.
One hanger, and then interesting, just a real interesting basic sink and toilet thing. And so I may be speaking tonight, but I don't know. Guess we'll find out in a little bit as we're getting ready to leave for our first meeting. Yes, Lord, yes, We are now at an orphanage. This is with the church we were at, with the pastor here. These little children just came up and started hugging everybody. It's a youth service they're having. The Abundant Life Church is actually Rosemary and Barbara's home church. And Jared is speaking for a youth gathering, and we just came down. We were up under the pavilion doing the children's group feeding sandwiches like Rosemary and Barbara do many times a week. We were feeding a couple hundred and giving chickens to parents, which Pastor Bond said. Actually, Rosemary said they never get chickens except when the church comes down and gives them. We are at Fania is the interpreter from the service last night, and her family is hosting us. This is their house. You can see it, and then this is like an outdoor area.
We love you.
Are so nice. Everything looks so beautiful.
Las paredes están pintadas muy hermosas, las cortinas y todo está muy hermoso.
But it only happened because some people came together and followed a plan.
Pero solamente sucedió.
Yeah, and we are at a old elderly home. An elderly home. They don't get too many of this group. They do a little Bible study with about 50 of the elderly. We're going to sing some songs here in a minute. These are like the homes they live in. This elderly group. And I should have got the inside of the room. Just little rooms. They have little tiny mats that are about an inch thick. Everywhere we drive along the road, you see barbed wire in the fencing. Okay, we drove down about a 3-mile road that was probably dirt. It was grass. It was mostly dirt. The end stretch here was literally like driving down grass. That's the road. It's one lane too, and he's turning the bus around. It's amazing. This is a church back here. So we got here by bus. I don't know how any of these people got here, but they were here waiting for us. And they hand out sandwiches here, and we'll do some medical stuff. And supposedly I'm speaking, and I think we're going to sing some songs. So we'll see. This is just a pavilion, just a pavilion out in the middle of nowhere.
Vamos a leer una escritura en Cantar de los Cantares, capítulo 1, del 2 al 4. ¿Cuántos están casados o casadas aquí? ¿Escuchar eso? No. Usted quiere al menos también nosotros de regreso. Dios.
This is the sandwich line that Barbara and Rosemary told us about. Gone. Even the elderly. And they are so happy to get the sandwich. Hola. Look, mira. Mira. Es tú. Es tú. Mira.
We came all the way from the United States.
This is at Fanya's house.
Just to tell you
with over 200
how much
people.
God loves you.
Señor, amén. Sí, Señor, sí, sí, Señor, sí, Señor, sí, sí, Señor, sí, Señor, sí, sí, Señor, amén.
Más que todos los adultos.
And primarily with problems of the joints.
Especialmente con problemas en sus rodillas, en sus hombros, sus codos.
And someone will come and gather about 5 at a time.
Y alguien va a venir y va a agrupar a 4.
This is our church on Tuesday. This is day 5, I think. We drove for 50 minutes down a dirt road to get to this, and it actually has walls. Over the 3 or 4 years they've been building this. And Barbara and Rosemary have been coming here for quite some years. Very hot today. These are their homes. The lady sitting outside of her house. Open windows. Mud and brick.
Darling, what is
There's no way I could even begin to capture this rain when it comes in hits. Well, it's barely doing it now, but every day you get a monsoon here. It's like a monsoon. It's unbelievable. This is supposed to be like 500 people. Mostly children.
Chile
está vacía.
We're just a baby.
Somos bebés.
We haven't done anything
No
wrong,
hemos hecho nada malo,
but we still have sin.
pero todavía tenemos pecado,
Even though we haven't done anything
aun cuando no hemos hecho nada malo.
But how many here have ever done something wrong?
¿Cuántos aquí han hecho algo malo? Ajá.
Nearly 500 came through this line. We're almost at the end. And we're giving them bags. We're giving them stickers and little toys and sandwiches and drinks. They have these little stoves. They literally burn sticks to cook stuff. Boy, it was hot right here. Woo. I don't know what they're boiling there. They're making something. Look at these. They just put long sticks in here and they feed the sticks in as it burns down. Went out as a group with bananas, candy, chips, fruit drinks as a mob. And this is the river group. So this is our last one of these. We show up at Pastor Vicente's house where we were earlier with the river people. You can barely see this, but when we pull in with the bus, the kids are just in the street. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them just shouting, screaming. They know we're coming. They're hollering. They're all outside the gate right now, and they're letting them come in lines, and they're setting them up in this yard.
Flash mob change.
And underneath here. This is just underneath their porch. And then they have them out there. They have chairs. I'm guessing here's where we'll be speaking from. All the way around the pavilion. Those chairs. And then all the way back to the wall on the porch. So there's a couple hundred more people coming in. Not sure how. This is the end of a very, very, very long line. How they organized this is amazing. This was the podium, packed from the wall out to here, and way back there as far as you can see. No idea the number, but here's our team. And they're handing out. Well, I don't know how many times this has been now. We just lose track. We just keep doing the same thing over and over. This is the last ministry day, and we're going to see the mountain people. We're in about 6 trucks, or 5, something like that. And this has been the road. We've been on it for a little over half an hour now. Unless you were here, I don't think, unless you weren't here, you wouldn't believe we're driving on this road.
I have for us.
Here we go. Chico's going for it.
Bible.
We're going uphill. We're passing a major tanker, and then another tanker, and then another tanker. That car's pulling out too. And of course we're on a mountain, and here comes a car. No problem. You think Chilo will flinch? No, Chilo will not flinch. Chilo slides right back in. This is in the city of Tegucigalpa. We didn't get any of this on the way in. So we want to get some on the way out.
What's that?
According to Thaddeus, it looks like New York City on parade day. Maybe. We're back. We are at the airport being picked up. We're getting ready to load the vehicles. We're done.